Welcome to this explainer on getting your Alabama fishing license online. Before you even bait your hook, getting this license legally is an absolute game changer. It's not just a piece of paper. It actually drives a massive $7.3 billion economic impact and literally saves local wildlife. Today, we're going to demystify the whole process, covering everything from who actually needs one, right down to the fast, secure checkout process online. So, beyond the actual thrill of the catch, which is why we're all here, right? Getting your license legally leverages federal funding through something called the Dingell-Johnson Act. And to put that into perspective, that translates to a massive $7.3 billion annual economic impact for the state. That money goes directly into supporting critical habitat conservation. So yeah, your purchase truly matters. We've got a lot of ground to cover, so here is our roadmap for today. We'll hit why you need a license, who needs a license, types of fishing licenses, buying your license online, some pro tips for first-timers, and finally, your responsibilities and key takeaways. All right, let's jump right into Section 1, why you need a license. Okay, did you know the Division of Wildlife and Freshwater Fisheries receives absolutely no state tax dollars? Seriously, none. So your license fees are directly responsible for doing all the heavy lifting. We're talking fighting invasive species, running the freshwater fish hatcheries, reestablishing rare species, and improving water quality for cleaner lakes and rivers. Every single dollar you spend goes right back into making your fishing experience so much better. Moving right along to Section 2, who needs a license? The basic rule of thumb here is actually pretty simple. If you are 16 years old or older, whether you're an Alabama resident or just visiting from out of state, you absolutely need to secure a license before casting a line in public waters. And for non-residents, just a quick heads up, there are 0 exceptions to the starting rule. Now, having said that, there are some very specific exemptions for residents. You're completely off the hook, pun totally intended, if you are under 16. Or if you're a resident over 65 with proof of age and residency. It's also waived for active military residents home on leave who have their official paperwork, or an Alabama resident bank fishing with just an ordinary hook and line right in your own county. But be careful here. The very second you step onto a boat or cross county lines, that bank fishing exemption completely vanishes. Now, this part is really interesting. What exactly counts as residency in Alabama? Well, legally, it's strictly determined by your driver's license. If you are carrying around a valid driver's license or a non-driver's ID from another state, you cannot claim Alabama residency for licensing purposes. You have to use that out-of-state ID and purchase a non-resident license. Which brings us to Section 3, types of fishing licenses. Basically, you've got to choose between a freshwater license for inland spots, places like Lake Guntersville or the Tennessee River, and a saltwater license, which covers the Gulf of Mexico, Mobile Bay, and Bon Secour Bay. And hey, if you aren't exactly sure where the boundary line is drawn, don't worry. The state publishes an exact saltwater areas map online to help you stay compliant. And obviously, if you plan on fishing in both zones, you'll need both licenses. Looking at the pricing, it's pretty reasonable. Residents pay just $17 for an annual freshwater pass and about $30 for saltwater. But here's a great tip. Out-of-state tourists can actually save a good chunk of change by opting for a 7-day trip pass. That runs around $37, rather than shelling out for the full non-resident annual fee, which sits at over $64. Keep in mind, you might need some extra add-ons depending on what exactly you're targeting out there. For instance, there's a mandatory $10 Gulf Reef fish endorsement. You absolutely have to have this if you're 16 or older and targeting saltwater reef species. No exceptions there. Alternatively, you can just simplify the whole shebang by grabbing an all-access fishing package, which bundles your freshwater, saltwater, and endorsements all together into one easy purchase. Okay, Section 4, buying your license online. Getting your hands on this license is incredibly easy now. Simply head over to the newly modernized website, myoutdooralabama.com. It's powered by Tyler Technologies and One Outdoor. From there, you just create your secure account, select the exact privileges you need, and pay securely online. It literally takes just a few minutes. And this new system is packed with some awesome digital benefits. You get a fully modernized dashboard where all your historical data and certifications safely migrate over. While you're checking out, you even get the option to round up your total to donate a few extra cents directly to wildlife research. And, the absolute best part, as soon as you're done, you can instantly print your license at home. Or, even easier, just securely store it digitally right on your smartphone. Boom, you're ready to go anywhere. Let's look at Section 5, pro tips for first-timers. Okay, here is an absolutely crucial point to remember. The calendar. Regardless of whether you buy your annual license in September or you wait all the way until June, it is universally going to expire on August 31st of every single year. So, timing your purchase closer to September 1st is going to give you the absolute most bang for your buck on that annual fee. Also, definitely look into special categories to see if you qualify. Alabama offers some amazing discounts. For example, there's a $3.50 rate for 100% permanently disabled residents. Military veterans with a 20% or higher disability rating get major discounts and even have access to special lifetime license options. And get this, non-resident, full-time college students who are enrolled in an Alabama school can actually purchase their licenses at the resident rate. How cool is that? Finally, Section 6, Responsibilities and Key Takeaways. Let's wrap this up with a few quick takeaways. Number 1, always carry your ID and license or your proof of exemption with you on every single trip. Number 2, know your zone. Are you in freshwater or saltwater? Number 3, remember that even if you're an exempt senior citizen, you are still legally required to complete the free saltwater angler registration every year if you want to fish the Gulf. And lastly, for residents, your annual license actually converts to a lifetime license at no extra cost the minute you turn 64. That is a fantastic perk. Now, just a quick professional disclaimer before you head out, policies and prices do have a habit of adjusting over time. So always make sure to check the official Alabama DCNR website or myoutdooralabama.com right before your trip. You just want to ensure you're totally up to speed on any recent changes to laws, regulations, or the licensing process itself. So are you ready to cast your line, make unforgettable memories, and actually contribute to the vibrant future of Alabama's incredible waterways? Securing your fishing license online really is your direct ticket to enjoying the great outdoors. But more importantly, you are quite literally funding the future of fishing every time you purchase one. So when you cast your next line, ask yourself, what kind of legacy are you helping to preserve beneath the surface? Grab your gear, stay legal, and we'll see you out on the water.